I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I make him big.
It's week 9 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara. He's coming off a track meet kind of week. Just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Commanders and the Jags. Next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Atlanta. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. just a yard to go here on second down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now Lawrence on first down. Touchdown, Washington. Pat Freiermuth. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here we go, Jack.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Jaguars at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle. He couldn't catch it. And third down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, sharp.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready, break.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in there by Cooks. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw again is Lawrence. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Let's go. 6, 7. Ultra.
They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. He's got this to Pickens. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick slant caught by Pierce. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They're going to try and throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
second down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. They'll look to throw here. On a slant, here's Collins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. Down inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days,
not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And a nice job there, skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Kamara off the draw. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Alert, alert. Kill.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Kamara up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Alvin Kamara, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And Woods has it complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. This is a big third down, and you have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete to Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take complete charge of his own. Total command to make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. They'll call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
back to throw again. He's got this to Pickens. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit